Check two. Let's see if, I think we're live. Let's see if folks come in. Check two. Hopefully this is better. Let me see. All right, I see somebody in here with the light, so we definitely live. Let's see what else we got going on. They pull it up on here. Okay, let's try it again. Check two. It looks like the stream is at least a little bit better, I believe. Hopefully y'all can hear me. Okay, we got three or four folks in here. Okay, I think I can hear myself. Three or four. Yeah, there we go. I can hear my. Okay, so yeah, I had to come. I just came back to the. I just came back closer to the hotel. I think my phone was connected to the Wi-Fi. I'm not sure. K underscore, what's up with you, bro? Salute to you. Salute, family. But I'm here in Toledo, getting ready prepare for the fights tonight, man. Damn, I can't see. Is that wow? My brother, what's up with it, bro? What's up with you, bro? Salute to my brother. That's my brother. Like that's my, y'all, a lot of y'all is my brothers, but like that's my brother. Like we got shot out the same. You feel me? Like we come from the same source. You feel me? We come from the same source. That's my brother. Hey, bro, I'll be telling the story on here all the time. How we was about to jump the preacher at your wedding. People think I be lying. And I need you to vouch for this, bro. We was at the when we was at your wedding, and the preacher discovered he had the same last name as us, right? And I done told y'all this 100 times, but this is my baby brother in here, so my baby brother will tell you. So the preacher discovered he got the same last name as us, and so he go to take a picture with us, and he like, yeah, we got the same name, and these are my sons, and he put his arms around us or whatever, and so I kind of like pushed him away, like, nah. We got it, daddy. You feel me? And my little brother he started pulling his suit pants up like, you know what that mean? Motherfucker pull their pants up. Bro started pulling his pants up. We was about to beat the shit out the preacher that did his service, his wedding. We was about to beat him up, man. No disrespect to the brother, like he didn't know. You feel me? But we was serious, and then that's my brother getting ready to get married, and we lost my father some years ago. You understand what I'm saying? He said, hey, F word, buddy. Bro said, F word. But man, I can't see, bro. He said, I was sleep deprived and off a brick of that Crown Royal. Yeah, bro. We was about to beat him up in Clearwater, bro. It was about to happen to him. It was about to happen to him. You feel me? Man, dude, I think I got my mic covered. I need to change it. Dude didn't know though, bro. He didn't know no better, man. He thought he was just, making light of the situation, having a joke or whatever, but it wasn't no joking matter with us, man. It wasn't a joking matter. So I realized, like, I hadn't done I'm here on location. I'll salute to everybody tonight, man. Salute to Albert Prince Bell, man. Salute to Post Boxing. Salute to the city of Toledo. Toledo, y'all always show me love. Every time I pop up, man, salute to the city of Toledo. You know what I mean? And it's real. Toledo is cool, man, and it's a real family. It's family friendly. Like my kids had sports today. They had soccer and volleyball and shit today. So they at home with their mama doing, you know what I mean, the whole, sports Saturday stuff. So they couldn't make it. But I'll usually bring my kids and stuff up here. Or whatever. It's always family friendly. It's right down the street from the Children's Museum. Like there's just a lot to do down here. You know what I mean? So salute to the city of Toledo. But we really been here on business though. But anyway, salute to the family. I'm excited about Albert Bell today, man. He's making his debut at 135-pound division, man. You know what I mean? Lightweight division is about to get a whole hell of a lot better, and it's about to get a whole lot more interesting because everybody was running and ducking at 130. Everybody was running and ducking. Y'all was tucking your chains at 130 from Albert Bell. Like y'all was literally literally tucking your chains, man. Nobody wanted to fight Albert, man. He was the mandatory for Navarrete. Navarrete fought Oscar Valdez, Robinson Kaseykow. He fought all these dudes while Albert Bell was the mandatory, and he was never forced by the WBO to face his mandatory. You feel me? And as a fan of the sweet science, as a boxing pundit, as the editor-in-chief of the first ever black-owned boxing publication, the Punch Junkie Magazine, I'm really not happy about that WBO. I'm really not happy about that WBO. But tonight he makes his debut in the 135-pound division lightweight. He's facing, and we supposed to be talking about Boots and Stanionis, but we talking about Albert Bell right now. Fuck it. He's facing Joe Eck. I can't even know. I don't know how to say his name. Joe Ruiz is what I've been calling him. Joe Ruiz. He's facing him, but he's rough and tumble. I want to say he might be like 20. I don't know his record, man. Don't let me get the line to you. I don't know his record. He like 27-4 or 24-7 or something like that. But he's rough and tumble. He's been in there with some big names, and he's been around, man. So we're facing him tonight here at the Huntington Center in Toledo, Ohio. So definitely excited, man. Very, very excited about this fight. Very excited for Albert Bell to make his splash into the 135-pound division once again, and we get the opportunity to see what he's going to be able to do. And like I said, also the 135-pound division has gotten a whole hell of a lot more competitive. It's gotten better. We got a lot of big names there, and I think that there are way more opportunities. Well, I won't say opportunities. I'll say it'll be more. It's more. The fighters at 135 have a bit more propensity to accept the smoke. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, Lala D. I see you, Lala. Man, I'm about to take these shits off. Boxing and barbecue, what's up with you, bro? I'm gonna take these glasses off, man, so I can see. They do that transition shit, and I can't see when it transitions, not up close. My eyesight already bad. I'm an old man. And hopefully I keep covering my mic, man. This I'm gonna have to replace this mic somewhere else. Let me do that real quick. Because I want y'all to hear me talk my shit here. Ooh. I want y'all to hear me talk my shit. Hopefully y'all can hear me better there. But Albert Bell, man, making his debut at 135, man, and I'm here for it. I'm very, 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 very excited for it. Like very, very, very excited for it. So, yeah. The fight tonight, man, y'all can tune in to the fight. It's the fight is streaming live. Albert Bell's fight is streaming live. I think streaming. Joe Towns, what's up, baby? Yeah, we back. We right back like I left my keys. I think the fight is, and I know that the fight is streaming on. If I could turn the mic the right way, it's streaming on millions.co, www.millions.co. And hold on, man. This mic finna give me fits. Hopefully y'all can hear me, bro. Can y'all hear me? It's streaming on millions.co, www.millions.co. I think the stream starts at 6:30, 7 o'clock. But go over to www.millions.co and, man, to catch the stream. You know what I mean? It's the pre-fight before Boots and Stanionis, man. So y'all go catch that. You know what I mean? I'm gonna beat, because I got a feeling the Boots and Stanionis card is gonna start while I'm still in Albert's fight. So I'm prepared to be streaming live. You know, Messenger 215, what's up, bro? I'm gonna be watching both fights, man, you know, at the same time, simultaneously, because that's literally what I do. But salute to Post Boxing, man, and salute to, like I said, Albert, man, that's family. So salute to Albert Bell. I'm excited about this, his splash at 135. He is fighting for the WBA. It's an intercontinental, it's a regional title for the WBA. And so that puts him in the rankings with the WBA. So hopefully this win here will put him in the top 10 with the WBA, and we can start pushing to make these bigger fights, man, because that's really what I'm on. And I'm seriously, man, I am going to do everything that I can within my power and within my influence to push these fights, because Albert is one of ours. And I want him to really, truly get his opportunity, man. This ducking, I understand he's 6 foot, 130, amateur boxing, prodigy. You feel me? Very difficult to deal with. He's a masterclass boxer. I know that it's It's a hard fight for people. I know people don't want to take that fight. You know what I mean? They call it high risk, low reward. Like, I know that that's what that is. Like, I get it. But nah, we in this new era of boxing, and you're gonna have to fight. Y'all gonna have to come down to the street and dance. You feel me? Y'all gonna have to come down here and dance, man. Y'all got to come see this man. Y'all got to get him, I need boxing to give him what they owe. He was signed to Top Rank. He's moved around. He's traveled. He's done everything he's supposed to do. Like, he's done his part. You feel me? And he's still undefeated. All right. Let's see if that's better. Let me see. It looks like. Okay. Let me see if that gets better. If this don't get better, I'm gonna just record the video. I'm tired of dealing with it. So y'all let me know. Or actually, I can check myself. Everybody like, damn, Junior, this made me seem like I'm on an Obama phone. Let me see. I think this might be better. I think we might be back. Stormy said, damn, that's the last thing I seen. Okay, Stormy said it's better now. All I was talking about was Albert Prince Bell. Y'all be sure to go. Hopefully, y'all caught me saying y'all go catch the fight tonight, www.millions.co. Y'all watch that fight. It's the precursor. Y'all watch that as the prelude to the Boots versus Stanionis fight, man. And go follow Albert Bell on social media if you haven't done so, man. Go over and Albert Prince Bell. Go follow him. Now, as far as the Stanionis versus Boots fight, let me hurry up and talk about this now. I'm ready to get over this. I'm ready to get this over, man, and go get back to work. As far as the Boots Stanionis fight, this fight is tricky, man. Like, I don't want you. Like, I know we in this, and I was just talking to my brother Stormy about this. I know we're in this super hype boxing era now, where, you know, a lot of people talk about the sport, but they talk about the sport from a super fanatic standpoint, and they got these guys lined up, like painted up like they're invincible and they can't lose, and they're gonna come through everything unscathed, and everybody's looking for fighters to remain undefeated for the whole time, and they got to be 50-0 like Floyd, you know what I mean, or they ain't good and all that kind of stuff. This ain't that, man. We're in an era, and it's a few things that concern me. The first thing that concerns me is the lack of a test for that Boots has had with regards to his level of competition, or his competition, the test. You know what I mean? We're talking about a fighter who's about to be undisputed, or who's going in pursuit of being undisputed in one of the most one of the most popular, meaningful divisions in the sport of boxing, in boxing history. And we haven't had a formidable test yet. You understand what I'm saying? Just a little bit of test versus Karen Chuka has been. I'll probably butcher his last name, but just a little bit of a test that he had, just that little bit of resistance from Karen, and it didn't look good. And there were a lot of questions from Boots that were unanswered. You feel me? A lot of questions from Boots that were unanswered, bro. And so now he's going in versus another world-class opponent who is, you talking about somebody who is a champion, another champion. First of all, he's also a world champion, but not just that, he's undefeated, and he is a formidable foe. Like, he is a formidable foe, and he's one of those levels that you got to check. You have to check that level. You have to check off that style. You have to check off that, check off facing a fighter with his intangibles, with his skills, with his attributes. You have to check that off in order to be, classified as great. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, when we talk about Floyd, for instance, and we can do the Chino Maidana fight. You know what I mean? Floyd faced that style. It was difficult. There was a lot of people that said that Floyd lost the first one. You feel me? So when Floyd came out and he took that second fight, versus Chino Maidana, when he came out, he totally 100% outclassed him and left no question. There was absolutely no question. That's not something, we didn't see that with Boots in the second Karen fight. It was a situation where, there was still a lot to be left on the table. And so he's coming in versus somebody that's totally different from Karen, and somebody who's coming in with the mindset, literally that it's all gas, no brakes. That even came out of his mouth. Like Stanionis said, it's all gas, no brakes. And when you look at Stanionis and you look at his fighting style, he is a pressure fighter. He's a come forward fighter. He is not a fighter that is going to allow you to breathe. You feel me? So he's going to come in. He's going to push today. Salute the main biker. He's going to push the pace. He's going to be there. You feel me? Like he's literally going to be there. And I feel like that's going to be a problem with him pushing the pace, not allowing you to get Boots to get comfortable, like not allowing him to get comfortable. He's not going to allow him to get in his space where he can work and he can operate and he can pick his shots. It's going to be constant come forward pressure, and Stanionis is going to be throwing that shit that hurt. He's going to be throwing that shit that hurt. It's going to hurt. You feel me? Like he's going to be throwing it stuff that hurts. It's going to hurt. He is there to hurt you. He's going to press his way into you. He's going to attack the body. He's going to work his way back upstairs. I can't see. Man, main biker said he said he pulling for Boots, but he got to put a couple dollars on Stanionis. This is the conversation that we've had though. I'm cheering for Boots. 100% cheering for Boots, obviously. But I also know that in order for Boots to win this, he's going to have to do something we've never seen him do before. And that's the stuff like with this modern boxing talk and these modern sentiments with regard to the sport of boxing, like, oh, he's just gonna go in there and just do everything he's already done. Nah, bro. Boots is gonna have to do some shit we ain't never seen him do before. In order to win this, he's gonna have to do some stuff we've never seen him do. You feel me? He's gonna have to unfold wrinkles to his game. He's gonna have to unfold wrinkles to his game. And if he don't unfold wrinkles to his game in this one, he gonna get his ass walked down. He's gonna get walked down. And I'm here for it because I feel Boots Ennis is one of them ones. I feel Jaron Boots Ennis is really truly one of them ones. And I'm so looking forward to seeing him unveil these wrinkles to his game that we haven't seen before. He's gonna have to get in there and he's gonna have to fight. You feel me? He's gonna have to, it's not gonna be about the looping shots. It's not gonna be about somebody swinging and missing and then you turn in and, you know, we've seen him do all that, do a little razzle dazzle. This fight is not gonna be about razzle dazzle. This fight is gonna be about grit. It's gonna be about determination. It's gonna be about two fighters coming together trying to impose their will, and Boots is going to have to go in there and impose his will. And then when his merit is getting tested, he's gonna have to not allow his will to be broken, because Stanionis is a fighter that'll break your will. His style, his relentless pressure, it'll break your will. It'll make fighters fold up. It will make fighters fold up. Yeah, we've seen fighters look good throughout the whole totality of their career. But you get that moment where your merit is tested and a lot of them fold up. You feel me? And so I think I'm very interested to see what we got with Boots. I'm very interested to see what we got with Boots. I'm very interested to see is Stanionis gonna be able to is he gonna be able to impose his will and prove that he's the better one? So we gonna see. Now I'm gonna tell you some things that the intangibles. One thing is Stanionis throws short, accurate, fast, hard punches, and he generates a lot of torque on his punches when he's inside. Like he generates a lot of power in close proximity. That phone booth fighting, bro, you don't want to be in a phone booth versus Stanionis. You don't want to be in a phone booth versus Stanionis, man. Stanionis is not a fighter that you want to be in there and you want to be in a phone booth versus. He's going to throw that short, hard, quick shit. Where I see Boots in close proximity, Boots likes to throw. He throws flashy shit, but he throws looping. His shit is looping. Like he throws a lot of looping shots. And I'm afraid of the inside exchanges with the looping shots of Boots Ennis versus the short, straight shit of Stanionis. Also, Boots is I'm interested to see how is Boots going to prevent Stanionis from getting in on inside? Is he going to keep Stanionis on the end of his jab? You feel me? Is he yeah, Main Biker said Stanionis' punches is gonna get the Boots faster. I think so. I think so, because he's throwing short shit and Boots, we see Boots loop. Now don't get me wrong, that shit Boots throw is powerful, it's pretty, you feel me, and it's effective, but it's looping. And so I don't want him to get caught with some short, hard, fast shit before his shit lands on Stanionis. In my mind, I want Boots to be able to keep Stanionis on the end of a long, varying jab and keep him on the outside. But then it's gonna be difficult because of Stanionis' pace and his pressure. Like, this is gonna be beautiful. Like, this fight gonna be beautiful, man. This fight gonna be beautiful. Man, I think Main just said they both gonna bleed. Like, nah, it's gonna be beautiful. Like, this guy, I can't see. Big Desmond Kunkadar, what's up with you, bro? Salute to you, family. As far as my intangibles about Stanionis, he's an Eastern European fighter, but he's made his mark here in the U.S. He is all of his intangibles are incredible in my opinion. Yes, he's gonna get hit. Yes, he gets cut. Yes, he bleeds, but he continues to come. You feel me? He continues to come. He continues to press. Like, he stays on. It's one shot, one kill with him. Like, he got literally he got one course of action. Like, that's it. He has one course of action, but he's so effective at it. There is no plan B, just plan A, just variations of plan A. He's also a road warrior, man. I'm telling y'all, like, him coming to Boots in his backyard in Atlantic City and Boots being from Philly, it's like another day. Like, this is what he does. Like, this is literally what he does. And so he's totally of a concern. I know people look at that like, oh, you know, Boots is a hometown fight, but he's fighting somebody who don't give a fuck about none of that. Like, dude don't care about none of that. And he's the world champion. There's no, oh, we got to get neutral ground. We got to do this. We got to. Stanionis said, bet. I'll come there. Bet. Yes, bet. It's something to that, y'all. Like, it's something to that. It's something to that with regard to the mentality of a fighter. You know, fighters, you know, pull people to their hometowns to have a hometown advantage. You know what I mean? And to, you know, be able to get a little home cooking and so on and so forth. You got to be mindful of fighters that sign up for that sign on the dotted line in those situations. No ifs, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. No bickering, no nothing. Yes, sign me up. Yes, I'll be there. Sign me up. It's something to that, and that's what Stanionis' career has been. Like that's what his career has been. So we're gonna be. This is interesting, man. Like, I'm telling you, this golly. And when Boots wins this fight, he gonna be exactly who I thought he was. He gonna be exactly who I thought he was. If Stanionis wins this fight, it's gonna be just what I told you was gonna happen. I'll be surprised if this fight goes the distance. Let me think about that. No, I'm gonna take that back. I wouldn't be surprised if this fight goes the distance. I'd be surprised if don't nobody get knocked down though. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Winston Lee, what's up with you? He said Boots looked in. I'll be surprised if nobody get knocked down in this fight. If they both come through this fight, no knockdowns. They both. I'm DST. What's up with you, homie? I think they both gonna get tested. I think everybody's chins, both fighters' chin gonna get tested. I think they both gonna get buzzed. I think they both gonna get hurt. And we gonna see. You know what I mean? Now, if Boots, man, I'm all over the place, so y'all gotta bear with me. If Boots is gonna be successful versus Stanionis, he's first gonna have to get his respect. He's gonna have to get his respect. He's gonna have to land some shit that Stanionis is gonna have to respect, and he can't just bust in the front door. Mark, Big Mark Wonderlich, what's up with it, homie? He's not. He gonna have to realize he just can't run down on Boots, and then he's gonna have to try to put together another plan that I've never seen before. But Boots is gonna have to get his attention. He's gonna have to get his respect. If he doesn't get his attention and doesn't get his respect, it might get him out of there. He might get him out of there. Boots is gonna have to avoid those getting pulled into a firefight in those exchanges. Boots is gonna have to box. Like, and that's why I hate, like, I'm listening to the talking points, and I'm listening to Coach Bosey. Salute to Coach Bosey. I'm listening to him talk, and I'm telling you, man, like, golly, I'm trying to choose my words, man. I'm gonna say it this way. This is where I be real mindful of fighters and the trainers, and especially as it relates to the father-son training situation. I be really mindful of that, and I watch that because, you know, fighters, when you train by your dad, it just is what it is. You understand what I'm saying? It's just like if anybody's ever been coached by their father, like, you know what I mean? I've never been coached by my dad. You know what I mean? But I can only imagine, because my father was always so emotionally charged for the games. If my little brother's still in here, he'll tell you, like, my daddy would be emotionally charged, bro. Basketball, football, like, my father was always emotionally charged for games and competition. He was charged for me. He was charged for my little brother. Like, he was always charged. And my father was so charged that we had games, like, I would go into I'd take the field, right? Come out the tunnel, take the field in college. And I'm talking about, I'm in a stadium of 80,000 people screaming and yelling, right? My father was so emotionally charged, I could hear my daddy from the tunnel. Like, when we would, because they would show us at Pitt Stadium, they would show us walking through the tunnel, right? And it would show up on the Jumbotron. And so I would, this is from the tunnel, like, we coming out from the tunnel, from the locker room into the tunnel, and we all in there. And so not only am I in there with my teammates who getting charged up, and I'm also hearing the crowd, and then more importantly than that, I'm feeling the energy from the crowd, and the sound is reverberating all over the stadium and shit, right? I can hear my father's voice because my father was so emotionally charged. You understand what I'm saying? So when sons are competing, fathers that are invested are emotionally charged, right? And so I'm looking, and I'm seeing that in Bosey Ennis. And what that communicates to me is Bosey understands that they're in a place right now that they've never been in before. You understand what I'm saying? They're in a space that they've never been before. Now, I'm not, no, DST, I'm not saying that. I think Bosey Ennis is the perfect trainer for his son. I think they have I'm not saying he need a new trainer at all. I'm not saying that, bro. I'm saying, I think if they want to bring somebody else in to help with what they got going on, cool. But I think Boost is just fine with Bosey. Salute to Coach Bosey. I think Coach Bosey Ennis is a phenomenal trainer. So I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that he needs a new trainer. What I'm saying is that fathers get emotionally charged. And so it has to be amplified when you coach your son, when you're training against your son, like when you coach your son. You understand what I'm saying? When I see coaches, like in football, when I see coaches and they're actually coaching their son, they're more emotionally charged up. The more invested they are, the more emotionally they charged up. I think Bosey is emotionally charged up because if you listen to him talk, you can tell he's in a different space. I'm concerned about that and how that translates to his fighter. You understand what I'm saying? Because at some point, you have, especially in boxing, you have to work your way through all of that. Like, we all know boxing and fighting, the sport of boxing, and and emotions and emotionally being charged up, it's not a good mixture. It's no different than really any sport, but the sports that I've football. There have been games that I've been so emotionally charged, right? I never forget my middle linebacker, one of the greatest people I've ever seen play the position. His name's Phil Clark. So we were playing. I ain't gonna give y'all the whole story, but I'm just gonna say, Phil pregame, and it was a huge game. And Phil came to me, and I was sitting in the locker, and I was emotionally charged up. You know what I'm saying? I was emotional. I'm sitting there looking back and forth. I'm thinking about everything I got riding on this shit. So I'm in my locker. I'm crying or whatever, getting ready to take the field. And Phil, my middle linebacker comes up to me, and he says, "Hey," and he from South Florida. He said, "Hey, my nigga. Hey, my nigga." He said, "Don't be so emotional that you don't carry out your assignments. Like, don't be so emotional that you don't carry out your assignments." And the first play of the game, I went out there and I made a mistake. Because I was so emotionally charged up. You feel me? I was starting. The game was on ABC. It was nationally televised. It was the feature game at noon. I was emotionally charged. And he told me, "Don't be so emotional that you make mistakes." And I went out there, and the first play I made a mistake. And he came to me in the huddle, said, "I told your ass, don't be so emotional that you make mistakes. Let's go, my nigga." Bet. Locked in. You feel me? And that's football, where I got 10 other people who can cover up my mistake. You understand what I'm saying? Boxing is just you. It's just you. And you can be so emotionally charged up where you get in there and you literally will make a mistake. You feel me? And that's why, like, as far as you gotta have a trainer who's not emotionally charged. You gotta have a trainer who's you gotta have a Yoda. You gotta have somebody who's going to be able to really truly be about those X's and O's. You gotta have somebody who's gonna be able to come in and give you wise counsel in the corner. Somebody who's not saying, "Nah, we're gonna go in and get the knockout. We're gonna go in and do this. We're gonna go in and do that." Nah, there's a space for him to be emotionally charged and to pour into his fighter and to get him, to motivate him and get him and drive him. Like, there's a space for that. But the pre-fights and the working up to it, that's not the space for that. And so that is something that stuck out to me. And I'm like, okay, so now I'll be real interested on fight night to see Coach Bosey's mannerisms, to see, what he's saying in the corner, to see what he's giving Boots. You know what I mean? What kind of instructions can he give Boots? And his Boots gonna be respond to it. What I don't need that extra emotional energy to transition to Boots, and Boots goes out there trying to get a knockout too early, or getting in there feeling like he wants to get in this space and wants to bang with Stanionis, or gets in these spaces where he wants to do something ridiculous.
In there.
You said what?
I'm definitely getting in there.
Woo!
Had to.
Yeah, no, you didn't. You could have did something else. So I'm definitely sitting here. I'm definitely in this space where I don't need Boots to be. Emotionally driven. You feel me? I don't need Boots to be emotionally driven. I need him to lock in. You understand what I'm saying? I need him to lock in, and I need him to really truly be focused. You understand what I'm saying? Dirt Gang said Boots needs to be the counter puncher tonight. I think, to be honest with you, I don't even think because counter punchers, bro, they're gonna be counter punchers are going to be in a lot of ways they're waiting. You understand what I'm saying? They're waiting. Boots, in order to win tonight, bro, I don't think he has to dictate the pace. He has to dictate the pace. A lot of times counter punchers aren't dictating the pace. You know what I'm saying? He has to come out and he has to dictate the pace. He has to work behind his jab. He has to establish his jab. He's going to have to really truly fight his fight and control the pace of the fight. Because I'm gonna tell you, whoever is able to control the pace of this fight tonight is gonna win. You understand? Because Stanionis and Boots fight at two totally different paces. You know what I mean? K underscore says if Boots tries that, his output would have to keep up. Not the same way to go. Not the same way to go. Yeah, you talking about if he comes out and tries to establish his you talking about establishing his jab? If he comes out and tries to establish his jab and dictate the pace, I think that's the only way he gonna be able to win, bro. He has to control the distance and he has to work behind his jab. You know what I'm saying? And he's gonna have to have his footwork is gonna have to be impeccable. He's gonna have to have his escape routes. You know what I mean? And he's gonna have to look to, in my opinion, he's gonna have to look to turn Stanionis and literally walk him into some shit. You feel me? Literally walk him into some shit. So I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure. But man, KG just got me thinking about this fight, bro. Again, bro. I don't need Boots to be extra emotional. I need him to be locked in. I need him to be calculated. You know what I'm saying? I don't want this to be a fight where he's how can I say this? Where he's running from the pressure, but I do need him to be in a situation where he's prepared to deal with it. And this is going to be a telltale. Like this is going to be a tale of what Boots has, what Boots. It'll be a tale of who he is. I'm getting my words jumbled because I'm trying to think at the same time. It's going to be a telltale of who he actually is, man. I believe he's one of the ones, man, but I'm really interested to see how he does it and how it gets done tonight. I really don't have nothing else to say about it, man. I guess I got to make my official prediction. My official prediction, man. DST said it's some wild folks in Ohio. He said the more mental lapses he has in this fight creates more opportunities for Stanionis. But the thing is, bro, is like we've seen him in there. I've seen Boots have mental lapses. I don't want to talk about it too tough, but I've seen it. None of that can happen tonight, bro. Like he got to be literally zeroed in and locked in. Man, it's wild folks everywhere, man. But it's wild folks up here because, these people walk around the earth and you can tell people who've never been punched in the face before. You understand what I'm saying? Like people who've never been punched in the face before, and that's it. And we was on live stream right now, so it'll be evidence. You know what I mean? Other than that, I probably would have dunked him in this doggy pan bag right here. You know what I mean? I probably would have grabbed him and dunked him in the doggy pan bag. But you gotta find you other people to play with, bro. I'm not that. I'm not somebody you come over here playing with. But anyway, I'll probably end up in the bink, man. Anyway, I done totally forgot what I was saying, man. DST done threw off my hose. Man, Barker said if I was standing up, he wouldn't even came over in this direction. He got it misconstrued, bro. I see him again. They over there. They having like a cornhole competition or whatever. So they out here drunk. It's 12:25. They drunk, so it's about right. But they having like a cornhole competition back there, and it's a dance competition. They got a whole lot of stuff going on. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. But look, man. I think once again, I think Boots has to come in. He has to dictate the pace, man. He has to use his jab. He has to literally work off his jab. He has to use his feet. And he's gonna have to, if he can like turn off and spin Stanionis and run him into something big, then that's how this fight is gonna go. You know what I mean? It'll be an early night or it'll be a short night for him. It won't go the distance. Stanionis is gonna have to. I feel Stanionis because I believe Boots has the reach advantage. I think Stanionis is gonna have to apply constant pressure. I think he's gonna have to apply intelligent pressure. He can't just run in. He just can't just run in there. He can't just come forward. He can't just be in a space where he's just following Jaron Ennis around. He can't get himself into situations where he's spun out. I think he's gonna have to throw some. If he comes in and he throws some variation on his shots, meaning he's not committing everything, he's not committing fully to everything. He's not. And he has that game. He has that in his game. But he's not. You know, everything is not all gas, no brakes. If he's in there and he's in them spaces where he's putting some variation, putting some different levels of heat on it, different punch placement, because he can hit you all over the place. And like I told y'all, I seen Stanionis that uppercut followed with the pause when he showed the uppercut, then the left hand. Like that was some of the most wicked. That's like one of the most wicked combinations I've seen in a while. It was creative. It was beautiful. It was wicked. Like it was all of those things, man. That's some of the greatest shit I've seen in a while. You know what I mean? And so like I ain't never mind all that. Never mind all that. Look away, look off. You know, you swing and miss. Boxers looking in the crowd and stuff for the punch. Never mind that. This boy hit this boy with uppercut. Then showed the uppercut like he was gonna hit him again. Then threw a wicked left hook. Like, yeah, that's if Stanionis comes in the midst of intelligent pressure, knowing how to literally cut off the ring. If he's forcing Boots to fight, moving backwards, pushing him against the ropes, man, this is gonna be ugly. And it's gonna be on Boots to not allow that to happen. So I think ultimately, man, my pick for this, since I got to pick and I gotta actually go. And I got Boots. I got Boots winning. It's gonna be a split decision win for Boots. It's gonna be a split decision win for Boots. And it's so crazy because I only see this going one or two ways, bro. It's either going to be a split decision for Boots, or it's going to be an early knockout for Stanionis. And when I say early, I mean like fourth round. Damn, King Vonnie said he torn. You don't come in here with that R. Kelly, bro. Don't come in here with that, man. Don't come in here with that, bro, with that Kels. My mind's telling me no, but my body. Don't come in here with that, man. He said his heart say Boots, mind say Stanionis. Man, you coming in here with that TP2 energy, bro. Don't come in here with that TP2, man. It's gonna be one or two ways, man. Like it's either going to be Boots by split decision. Three things. It's gonna be three ways. Three ways it's gonna go. Three ways. Akil Vibes, what's up with you, homie? It's gonna be three ways. Now that I think about it, because we in this new era of boxing, so this is what they do in the new era of boxing. So you either gonna have Boots split decision, Stanionis fourth round stoppage, or it's gonna go to the cards and be a draw. If it's a draw, it's gonna be a fight that Boots actually lost. If it goes to a draw, it'll be a fight that Boots actually lost, and they awarded it a draw. Those are the three ways it's gonna go. I'm gonna pick one though, and the one I'm gonna pick is I believe it's gonna be Boots. He gonna win by split decision. I think he gonna grit it out, bro. He's gonna win by split decision and unify those belts. If it happens any other way than that, it's gonna be more beautiful than I thought it was, and Boots gonna be doper than I already think he is, because I think he's great. You know what I'm saying? I think he's great. And just because I said, because I know how y'all are, y'all extreme boxing fans, so I get it. So y'all are gonna think because I said it's split decision, that's some sort of knock on Boots or something along them lines, and it's not. You feel me? A split decision means that Boots Ennis is fighting the best in the division. Like, he's fighting the best. This is the best versus best fight. This is the best fighting the best. Salute to my brother BFTB. This is the best fighting the best. And this is what happens when the best fight the best. You understand what I'm saying? The messenger said, I don't think Stan can win a decision in Boots' backyard. I don't think so either. That's why I said I think if Stanionis goes in there and beat the hell out of Boots and they go to the decision, it's gonna be, unless he knocks him down, unless he knocks Boots down a couple times, and it's got to be like obvious. You feel me? Outside of that, if it's a close fight and it's something that Stanionis edged or Stanionis, really beat up Boots, but there was no stoppage and none of that, then they'll give him a draw. But it's gonna be, so it's a split decision win for Boots. It'll be a fourth round or earlier knockout for Stanionis, or it's gonna be a draw on the cards. And it'll be something like a split decision draw. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Do I think Stanionis is better than Boychuk? I can't answer that right now. I'm gonna do a video answering that, bro. I need to go and look. DST. Cause right now at the top I say yeah, but I don't want to do Boychuk that much disservice. So I'm gonna go back and look, and then I'll do a video. I'll do a short about it. I'll do it today too. I'm gonna do it today. I'm gonna go up and look at Boychuk right now, and I'm gonna look at it, and I'm gonna compare the two, and then I'll do a short. You know what I mean? And answer that. What my thoughts are on that. I sure the hell will. Man, I don't feel comfortable with my prediction, man, but that's what my prediction is. I don't feel comfortable because I feel like I ain't standing on nothing. That's what it is, because I gave out 3 options. I feel like I ain't standing on nothing. So I'm gonna stamp Boots Ennis by a split decision win. I'm gonna stamp it Boots Ennis by split decision. I'm gonna stamp it as that. But I'm not. I feel like I ain't standing on nothing. You know what I mean? I got a problem. I'm too solid not to stand on something. You know what I mean? But yeah, this is the best fight in the best. This fight is beautiful. This is good for the sport of boxing, especially the modern landscape of boxing. It's time for these fighters to stop. It's time to come out of that old era, bro. It's time to stop trying to protect your old. Try to retire undefeated and really put on the best fights. King Vonnie said that weight cut got him worried. You think it's time for Boots to go on up to 54? I personally think Boots should say fuck 54 and go to 60. And wreck shit. I think he should go to 60 right now and just go wreck shit. Maine said Boots should have went up 2 fights ago. Damn, bro, 2 fights ago? Yeah, I can see that. I told y'all I felt like Boots needed to forego unifying 47 and go to 54 and apply tremendous amounts of pressure to Bud, who was active. Bud, I was saying Bud and Arrow, but you said 160 too big, having not being tested. But he can go to 160 and get some of the lighter touches at 160 and get his feet wet. You know what I mean? And then build out his career at 160. But we'll see. Y'all got Boots by split decision, bro. Boots by split decision. And once again, like I said, let me reiterate this because I know how people are. This is not a knock on him. This is him really truly fighting the best competition, and this is the best fighting the best. I feel like Boots Ennis is a generational talent, and I feel like Stanionis is the best competition. I feel in the division. I feel like Stanionis is better than I know Virgil Ortiz moved up, but I feel like he's better than Virgil Ortiz. I feel like Stanionis is better than Mario Barrios. I feel like Stanionis is better. I like Brian Norman Jr. a lot. I like Brian Norman Jr. a whole lot. I think right now, Brian Norman Jr. loses to Stanionis. Right now, you know what I'm saying? Stanionis, but I think Brian Norman Jr. will have the opportunity to grow and get better and continue getting these tests on a world-class level. But I think right now, Stanionis is better. I think the two best in the division is Stanionis and Ennis. Yeah. I don't think the messenger says Norman is scary. I don't think Brian Norman Jr. is scary, bro. I just think that there's just some I just think that there's a lot of politics and stuff, you know, at play. And I think that I don't know, man. I think there's a lot of politics at play, and I think that this is where modern boxing takes over. You know what I'm saying? This is where modern boxing takes over. This is where, you know, fighters are scared to lose it and go back and work their way back and get it again. You know what I'm saying? A lot of fighters look at it when they reach these statuses. What's up with it, Tay-Tay? Oh, you saying scary like you think he's a problem. Okay, you think he's a problem. I thought you meant like scary, like he's scared to fight. But what I was saying was a lot of fighters are scared to lose their status because they don't want to work their way back. You know what I mean? And they're afraid to apply themselves and work their way back. But I think Brian Norman Jr. is the goods. I think he's still relatively young. He's a baby. And I think he's going to have a good opportunity, man, to do some great things in the sport in a real way. But, you know, at the same time, I think that, you know, the politics are kind of holding him back because, you know, we don't even see him headlining yet. And I think that that's a huge problem. Once a fighter is a world champion and they're not headlining, I hate that, especially in his circumstance and situation, because he's fighting out of Georgia. You know, he's made Atlanta his home, and Atlanta is a hotbed for boxing. You know what I'm saying? It's a hotbed. And so while we haven't seen him yet, you know, headline a card in Atlanta at this, as you know, as a world champion is man, that's asinine to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's really truly asinine to me. So I would love to see him actually get the opportunity to headline at home. Yeah. But anyway, I gotta go, man. I've been on here too long. I'm gonna go check out this bull chuck, and I'm gonna do a quick video on bull chuck. But I'm about to go sit down and get some more work done before I gotta head over to the fight tonight. Y'all be sure to tune in, man. Albert Bell versus Joet Cruz, and that's on millions.com, www.millions.co, rather not millions.com, www.millions.co. But salute to y'all, man. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate y'all. This is JuniorTheTruth signing off. I'm giving you a daily reminder to view your life like a pair of dice until your life looks like a paradise. I'm a Ohio-born player made, man. I probably won't do a post-fight for tonight's fight. I probably won't do it probably till tomorrow or probably Monday during the, we'll do a post-fight. Our post-fight will probably be Monday during the Truth on Boxing in the Monday afternoon at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But view your life like a paradise until your life looks like a paradise. I'm a Ohio-born player made. If you don't know anything else about me at the end of the day, he said Grindhouse and ATL. Salute to the Grindhouse, man. I got to keep pushing, baby. Salute to Coach Mustafa and all them boys down there in Georgia, man. All right, family, y'all be easy.